Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro. Review: the trending devices. Overview. Price: $299 US. Dimensions: 3 meters, coiled mini XLR cable. 1.8 meters, straight mini XLR cable. Weight: 350 grams. Waterproof? No. Plush fit, replaceable parts? Negative. Price: a bit heavy, could be a little tougher. Bottom line. For a high price, you can get a really great sounding set of cans for your audio production or audiophile needs. The DT-990 Pro X looks the part and feels comfortable over long sessions. If you want to hear basically everything, and in style, try it. Sound quality. Have a look at the table below with all the features and relative scores. Sound quality. Fans of Beyerdynamic are a bit like those people who tell you they don't like the popular band, but rather prefer the band that influenced them. Founded in 1924, the company effectively predates the majority of music recording technology. There is evidence Beyerdynamic produced the first commercially available dynamic headphones, the reason we are all on this website. All of this to say, the newest Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro X is by people who know their stuff. It shows. Who should get the Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro X? A man plays guitar wearing the Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro X. With the headphones on, your ears are safer around loud instruments. Audio producers can appreciate the accurate reproduction of source audio. Audiophiles who want a quality set of headphones will enjoy the build and locking connectors. What's it like to use Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro X? The first impression you may have with the DT-990 Pro X is the sheer heft of the headset. Weighing in at 350 grams, the shell of the closed back ear cups is nicely finished with slightly textured, glass fiber reinforced plastic parts, free of sharp edges. For comparison, Apple AirPods Max weighs even more at around 386 grams, so I guess people cart such things around with them. The padded headband helps support the weight, alongside gray velour ear pads. A man's hand holds the Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro X by a window. There's no waterproofing, so keep the DT-990 Pro X inside on rainy days. Monitoring and recording audio are the bread and butter use cases of the DT-990 Pro X, and it does this extremely well. The velour puts just the right amount of grip around your head so it stays in place. The padding disperses heat over long sessions and effectively isolates you from external noise. You can wear this headset on stage if you need monitoring cans. The large 45mm drivers produce a generous soundstage. Along with a low distortion design and studio-style frequency response, this lets you really pick up details of your recordings and your favorite songs. Some headphones are meant for commuting on the bus or exercising. This is not that kind of headset. You can't fold the arms, and the ear cups have minimal play. The velour padding has a little give for different head shapes, but there's certainly no DJ-style ear cup swivel. Audio is the only focus of the DT-990 Pro X. Beyerdynamic includes a carrying pouch made of a stretchy neoprene-adjacent fabric. Please use it. I have no idea how, in the confines of my apartment, mostly at my desk, a sharp chunk of metal nicked off the yoke, leaving an edge rough enough to cut skin. Unlike some of Beyerdynamic's other offerings, the DT-990 Pro X can operate just fine without a headphone amp. You could commute with it assuming your device has a headphone jack, but most of us want something more lightweight and portable. Producers, on the other hand, want comfort and accuracy. Recording musicians want isolation, no sound leakage, and volume on tap. To that end, the DT-990 Pro X fits the bill. What's it like to use Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro X? Most impressive is that this isolation occurs without a vice grip on your head. Good old-fashioned passive isolation supplies the DT-990 Pro X with strong results. No, it won't block out the low rumbles of an airplane, but it will do a great job of suitably muting incidental noises and a good amount of chatter. If you plan to hit a crash cymbal, you can expect anywhere from a 30 to 50 decibels reduction in noise, depending on the pitch of the cymbal. This kind of performance will help save your hearing in a live or recorded music context. Silencing the environment additionally means you don't have to crank the output volume either. Beyerdynamic DT-990 Pro. While a studio headset is intended to reveal audio truths, Whatever you mix or listen to is not going to sound the same on a consumer headset. Even though the DT-700 Pro X does its job excellently, some songs I love are so poorly mixed for a neutral frequency response that I can't enjoy them on this headset. Most consumer headphones, and frankly a lot of studio headphones, underemphasize mids, but not the DT-700 Pro X. The dip at the 250 Hz range sits kind of at the cusp of lower mids and upper bass. You can still hear the fundamentals, like overdriven and acoustic guitar superbly. Quietly mixed elements like piano, hard right pan hand claps, and subtle echo effects on Genesis P. Orig's vocals come through well. A close-up of the Beyerdynamic DT-700 Pro X displaying the brushed and textured metal housing. Subtle textural differences between metal and plastic parts upgrade the experience. Meanwhile, the walking bass line and kick drum sit pretty evenly, not exaggerated or hidden beneath other instruments. It does not exactly have boosted bass. The only element that could use a slight bump might be where the DT-700 Pro X is a bit quiet in the highs. Some of the treble parts like hi-hats and crash cymbals are hard to hear. These elements are still audible, however, as are all parts of the track. An example of what the DT-700 Pro X does well is reproducing panning and production artifacts that can go otherwise unnoticed. On Ghosts of American Astronauts by Mekons during the chorus at 150, and again at 256, the wide pan track suddenly universally narrows the soundstage and gets filtered with a phaser-like effect. Having first listened to this track on a specifically bad set of headphones before, I did not notice this dynamic effect. The DT-700 Pro X makes old songs new to your ears. Should you buy Beyerdynamic DT-700 Pro X? Around the neck of a red guitar, the Beyerdynamic DT-700 Pro X is slung over, showing the ear cups. With not a lot of swivel or articulating joints, this is about as much as the headset will stretch. The DT-700 Pro X has a lot of competition, and for less money. If you just want a workhorse set of studio headphones, cheaper options will do the job. With that in mind, Beyerdynamic has elevated the experience with thoughtful improvements like chunky cables. The polished housings, comfortable fit, and attractive design count as legitimate selling points. For those who care about that sort of thing, at around $300 Beyerdynamic makes a German-manufactured headset nice. You can't help but look at the DT-700 Pro X and see it as more than just a tool. It's an object of elevated utility. Sure, you can cook on a $15 frying pan, and the meal won't be that different from one cooked in cast iron. However, if you're an enthusiast, the experience might feel more rewarding if you prize your tools. So much of the enjoyment reaped from a headset happens when it works as advertised, but also when it makes you feel joy.